Dubai developers are not going to drop their prices even when demand falls, because that's not how this market is structured. And while off-plan makes up to 60% of total transaction and is largely driven by investors rather than end users, which means yes, events like this makes a short-term slowdown in the market, and part of it is expected. Assuming prices will drop is where people get things wrong, because if developer, let's suppose, cuts prices, they immediately devalue everything in the last 6 to 9 months they have sold. They weaken surrounding land values and future launches and compress price per square footage across mortgage properties, which again starts affecting the banks and lending exposure, where real estate makes up a significant portion of UAE's bank asset. So instead of cutting prices, they protect themselves by controlling supply, which means launching fewer projects and delaying inventory. And more importantly, by adjusting payment structure, where standard model today sits around 80% during construction and 20% on handover. But in weaker cycle, it shifts to 50-50 structure, or maybe post-handover plans where you pay 30% to 40% upfront and stretch the remaining balance to 3 to 5 years after completion. And here's the key detail most people miss. Regardless of how extended or flexible the payment plan becomes, the full property value is still registered at the time of the sale. So on paper, price per square footage remains stable, while in reality affordability improves and demand is supported indirectly. Which means if you're waiting for visible price drop, you're focusing on the wrong metrics, because in Dubai, the real shift doesn't start with price. It starts with supply control and payment plan changes.